because the Marine Corps is a toxic cult, last white bastion of America, the Marine Corps.
What are you trying to do to my beloved Corps?
Holy dog shit, Batman. I know the Marine Corps is the men's department of the Navy, but when did the SEALs start taking shots at us? Navy SEAL officer right there, stand by.
United States Marine Corps is the most racist institution in America.
Here you are all equally worthless.
You're not going to be able to fake it in the Marine Corps. You're not.
No.
You're not going to be able to fake it. So listen up, folks, man. We got a big...
Let me give you the rundown here. Jake, former SEAL, had him on the program. What happened, Jake? Thought we loved each other. Free hug share, right? I saw this. He brings on this guy. He quit OCS because he's a pussy in 3 days. And he's like, I realized I had to be a Marine. You got to see this to believe it. What's going on with this generation?
We got a young man that went down to Marine Corps OCS and quickly departed the AO because of all the stuff I had told him before.
You know, I just want to make it clear to everybody out there, unless you want to be a Marine, and I am stressing that, unless you want to be a Marine.
What the fuck are you even doing here?
Don't go into the Marines just because they guarantee you a flight contract.
Well, yeah, you wouldn't go in the Marine Corps if you didn't want to be a Marine. Does this kid get dropped on his head? Who go in the Marine Corps said I didn't want to do Marine shit? I mean, it's a year or so to get prepped for this. Like to get ready for OCS, right? And you're going to become a pilot. No, clearly no one else would have taken the guy except the Marine Corps was going to. Can we say DEI? I'm going to say it, Jake. Don't get angry.
That's what got me in this position now. Don't go into the Marines just because they guarantee a flight contract. If you want to be somebody in the military if you want to fly planes in the military and have a good life, go somewhere else. Go Air Force, go Navy.
What did I tell you before you went in the Marine Corps? What did I tell you? Went back 4 or 5 months ago when we was talking all this noise and you was talking about it. What did I tell you?
It's not a place for a black man.
Okay.
First off.
Whoa, Jake. You told old boy it's not a place for a black man. Now, the Marine Corps, to me, is not officers. Shit, the Marine Corps, you know that. Who gives a shit about the officers? When I was in the Marine Corps, it was mostly, I say it was a third white, a third Hispanic, a third black. It's not a place for a black man. Am I confused? Help me out. I know I'm old. Ran in the chat, the comments. Not a place for a black man. My first sergeant, best man I ever met. Black man, Alabama, rebel flag in his office. What am I missing?
And it's just not a place. It's just not a place to be. It sucks.
And I told you.
Pussy.
Like cats think I'm lying to him when I tell him, man. United States Marine Corps is the most racist institution in America.
Do you ever think you're prepared for something and that happens to your cabin? You didn't prepare for the trees to fall on it. 2 is 1 and 1 is none. The world feels like it's on the edge right now. Tensions over the upcoming election, economic instability, supply chain shortages, and health threats popping up left and right. With talk of a new pandemic on the horizon, if you're waiting for the medical industrial complex to protect you and your family, when things go sideways, you're making a huge mistake. You can take action now and be prepared. That's why I want to tell you about the wellness company's Contagion Emergency Kit. It's a lifesaver put together by real experts like Dr. Peter McCullough. Inside your medications like ivermectin, hydroxychloroquine, budesonide, and even a nebulizer. These are the critical medications that treat respiratory illness and so much more, especially heading into flu season. Can you imagine when you or a loved one need life-saving medications? Are you really going to risk being told no? Don't let anyone play gatekeeper with your health. Just a few clicks and the kit is delivered right to your door. This is peace of mind for you and your family in uncertain times. Buy my kit, and now you can get yours by heading to TWC Health /Jameson and use code Jameson to get $30 off and free shipping. That's TWC Health /Jameson, code Jameson for $30 off and free shipping. Don't wait for the next crisis to hit. Be ready, not reactive. Get your kit today and take control of your health. I know what you're thinking. Another shill tuber trying to pitch you something. Check the website out. I've had this stuff. So when they came to me and said that, I'm not bullshitting you. Came to me and said that, I go, I ran cattle, so I had one of the ingredients. And I always had this kind of stuff because I knew I can't trust people to take care of me. I better take care of me and my family. Thank you.
Cats want to call me on it, I'm gonna call a spade a spade.
Whoa.
You know what I'm saying? I know I got about 60 black officers in the Marine Corps right now. I know what.
Well, I'm confused, Jake. You got 60 black officers. Now, Jake does a good job. He gets young men through OCS, flight school, all that kind of stuff. That's what his gig is, right? But if you had 60 black officers in the Marine Corps, why would you push them in the Marine Corps if it's the most racist institution in America? That seems like talking out both sides of your mouth, right? Call me crazy?
they going through on a daily basis. I know they not making 05, right? I know they not making 06. I know. We talking about those rings. I got 4 dudes from the Naval Academy that didn't make 03. Which combat deployments didn't make 03.
Shitbags.
So, okay. So you got to OCS.
If you made it this far, don't leave. You got to see this. This kid's at OCS 4 days. He's like, I didn't want to be a Marine. He didn't even get out of in processing. It's like an in-doc. Like shots and wills and stupid shit. Why is in-doc so long? I don't know. But he didn't even make it to like his regular training cycle.
Where was the first time that you said, oh my God, I done messed up?
Yeah, I'm not going to say that I told myself like, damn, I fucked up. But it was more so I got there and it was more so the thought, like, what am I doing here? Not so much the shock of being screamed at and all that. Because, you know, I did mini OCS, things like that kind of showed me what it was going to be like. So I had gotten a little bit of a taste of it. So I was kind of used to it. My parents were in the military, so, you know, I kind of come from that.
Remember, this pipeline's long. It's not like me joining the Marine Corps at 17 as a dumbass. Like boards, all sorts of stuff to get to become an officer just to get the OCS program. A flight air wing contract. He does in flight planes or helicopters. He gets there, he's like, don't want to do it. This kid has no way he's going to succeed ever. This kid's going nowhere unless he pulls his head out of his ass.
Very disciplined, but I would say it was more so like I was not motivated. It was kind of just like I got there and there was just no motivation. I was like, I could really care whether I make it or not, you know? And I was just trying to find that motivation, man, over these past couple of days and just couldn't find it.
All right, so talk to me about...
You were there 4 days, pussy. Couldn't find motivation? This kid sounds like a head case. What he sounds like. But blaming racism on you being the pussy, I don't know, is normal, is it? Is that what you want? I'm glad he's not a Marine officer. Can you imagine you call him the Cobras, this guy comes in, don't be mean to me. Well, you don't like me because I'm black? I'm like, no, I don't give a shit, bro.
This one, man. So how were the people that you were around? How were the other guys in your platoon? You know, were they welcoming? Were they accepting? How many other African American officers were with you?
I was one of the only black dudes in the platoon. Literally, really in the company. It was like 4 or 5 black dudes in the company.
Out of 90 people?
No, it was out of like 200.
Out of 200, there was four African American males there.
Yes, at least that I saw.
All right, so let's talk about the brass tacks, man. You ended up deciding to leave.
All right, think about this. I want you guys chime in, jarheads. You ever been to a meritorious promotion board? Get out of my mouth. Meritorious promotion board. Okay. I remember going to one. There was a Hispanic guy, 2 black dudes, a WM. We're all sitting down waiting to do our thing. All of us looked at each other and said, WM's going to win. All right. Early 90s. We knew. I mean, come on, man. She's going to get the meritorious promotion. Now, if it was just me and a couple minorities, I would have been like, I'm probably going to get it. Yeah, I said that. Everybody knew that. But WMs back then, women Marine, can I say that anymore? We're going to get it. I mean, she could be sitting in headquarters company her entire life, never done anything. Like, oh, she's got it. She's outstanding. Hadn't been in the gas chamber since boot camp. Hasn't fired a rifle probably since boot camp, but she was getting it.
You just didn't feel like being a Marine Corps officer was as important as going to fly. I think some people need to hear that, man. Wow. Like I want to hear kind of when you finally decided to pull the trigger and get out of OCS. Was there like a straw that broke the camel's back, or was it just you said, "Hey, man, like this ain't."
They didn't have tampons for him in the men's room. Maybe that was it. This kid sounds off. Wish you could see his face. Kid, if you're watching, you got to grow a pair of balls at some point in life. You committed that far. You don't know what the Marine Corps is like because you didn't do it. 4 days in doc. Ain't the Marine Corps, son?
I would say, like you said, there was a straw that broke the camel's back. You know, when I got here, like I said, I just didn't have the motivation, you know, family in a vulnerable place, you know, and
Wait for it.
and
Wait
all
for it.
that. I have a little brother, just missed his birthday, so that kind of hurt. And I understand that's how it's gonna be.
Okay, I'll link to Jake's video in the description. So he got there and it hurt because he couldn't go to his little brother's birthday party and had eaten cake and ice cream. And this kid, you know, the Marine Corps is not taking, I didn't think, weaklings to go to become officers, right? I don't know, is it DEI? This kid sounds like a terrible candidate. 4 days, he quits. He doesn't say, well, I'm going to stick it out. Let me see how this goes. Let me get into it. I can fail a training evolution at some point if I want to get out. But just quit? He's not getting a flight contract anywhere else. I guarantee you this is probably the only place you got a flight contract. I'd ask Jake this. We were talking. Jake, how many Black SEAL officers are there? Is the SEAL community inviting African Americans? Real question. Jake and I talk. I'm like, Jake, what happened? You hurt my heart, bro. I know the Marine Corps is the men's department of the Navy, but you're doing this? You going this with me? Hey, I implore you, share this video out. Help me understand what's going on.